Welcome, people. Here we go again. It's the Jah Pint Show. What's good? I don't even know why I bother. I don't know why I bother.
What's going on?
So here we go, people. Our first video.
What we got?
This happens to be mystical. Shake your fast.
Oh,
watch yourself.
You know what?
Shake your fast.
That's a
Show me
classic.
what you're working with. Shake your fast.
I used
watch
to kill
yourself.
him. I used to kill him with that.
I thought he was kind of like almost
Berserk?
Like, yes, berserkish, absolutely. And he has a lot of soul. This brother does have some funk and soul in him. And the tracks were funky. But unfortunately for him, he had a force hiatus, and he's trying to reemerge.
Well, that's what they do for touching people without their consent. Everybody can't do that.
Yeah, well, you can, all right?
Should have seen me yesterday. Shake it fast, shake your ass, or whatever. He was like tailored for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when I heard other vehicles by him, it didn't transfer well to me, because it just sounded like that voice over stuff that really didn't fit.
And it's almost like, again, that James Brown feel. You didn't understand everything James Brown was saying, but at the same time, you knew that brother was funky.
But you
and you was
acted like you did.
and you knew what he was saying was funky, because you knew it had to be funky, because the beat was funky. So again, this is what hip hop was able to accomplish.
Yeah, what James just said, I give it to Mr. Cool,
Absolutely.
And it was a shame to see him go away when he went away.
Absolutely, because he was at the peak of his career.
You stop touching people.
The next video happens to be Bow Wow and Sierra. And this is in the period when they were dating, but also when you start to see his growth. Not just his physical growth, but his evolutionary growth as an artist. He's now, hosting 106 in Park.
He diversified his portfolio.
Absolutely, which is what you should be doing, because again, you can't be, doing the same type of music all the time, because you have to have some growth. Again, his music was age appropriate when he first came out, and
he had no control of that.
But it was good that he stayed in his lane as far as his age appropriate music, and his audience grew with him, and he got to the point where it was like, okay, I'm here now. What do I do?
When he first came out, right, he hit this planet in such a way that entered the carpetbaggers. The first one being Master P. Because the first thing Master P did was snatch his son up, throw some braids in his hair. Okay, we're going to call you Little Romeo, and then put him out behind a Jackson 5 beat, and then got little 9-year-old girls out there with him and tried to compete with that. And I thought that was like garbage, because the boy didn't have no talent. When you had a little Bow Wow, somebody sat back and said it was almost like the Jackson 5, and then you got the Osmonds over here. We can get some of that money. Let's look. And I don't think that Little Romeo ever would have made records if it wasn't for Little Bow Wow. I don't think it would have crossed Master P's mind to put the boy out, because he would have did it before that.
And this happens to be X-Clan. Big brothers from the hip hop guys. Shout out to Brother Jay. Shout out to Ultra. Shout out to, the whole X-Clan family and the Black Watch movement.
What's on?
To the east, my brother to the east. But and his father is Sonny Carson. And that means they came from a lineage of
oppression and persecution, and they know it firsthand.
But they also came from a movement of activism, a place of activists, and saying, you know what, we're going to change what we don't like about this system through music, similar to Public Enemy. And they were a force to be reckoned with, just like Public Enemy. And they're still putting it down today. And that whole Black Watch movement that they created, that still exists with activism at the forefront, that's what's important, and that's what we need to remember that hip-hop does.
But the thing is, what you also have to understand, well, not you, but I'm just saying in general, we also have to understand that during those times, when that came out, the labels, the majors, they did not know what it was.
Exactly.
And after stuff like this started to come out,
that's when they had to.
You might not have been a part of it, but you had watch groups, you had focus groups.
Absolutely.
There had to be a way to tame this and to dumb this down.
Absolutely.
And to go back to the people that she just mentioned, the likes of them will never be seen again.
No, but again, do not forget that these artists that we were speaking of still exist. X-Clan is still putting it down. You still can find, music of uplifting gestures and giving you the classic hip hop that tells you about knowledge yourself, that uplifts the community. That music is still out there. You have to look for it like you did back in the day before they were actually putting them in record stores in the first place. But again, if it's something that is worth having because you treasure the music, you treasure the value and value the culture, then it's worth looking for. If you're lazy enough to just let MTV tell you this is what we're putting out, BT, this is what hip hop looks like, and this is what black culture looks like, then yes, you deserve this what you're getting when you get music that has no substance. That concludes the Jah Pint episode for today.
We out of here.
Yeah, and again, what we're saying is about preserving our history, because if we don't, who will?
There it is.
So each one teach one. Get yours. Go back and reach one.
See you next week.
Peace.